I feel like things are truly actually getting better.
Just the need to always be on, kind of, because, you know, it gives you a lot of pressure, especially as a young kid, I think, to just like be socially aware and, you know, not be embarrassing, and I don't know, there's just a lot of pressure put on young people, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's a time when you're young to fail and to grow and to have to like go through all of those steps that are meant to be sort of messy and imperfect, and yet have to present yourself perfectly the entire time. I think it's very stressful. And also to not be able to get away from your social life, to wake up with your social life literally as an alarm on your nightstand and to go to bed with it. Like, just to have a little bit of time away is necessary. I think a lot of kids that, and just people in general that feel alone very quickly realize that they're not. As particular as you may be, you can like throw it into Google and it'll predict exactly what you're saying, and you'll be like, oh, I guess it doesn't like, you can find like an entire community based off of like, you know, the one sentence in one book that you're obsessed with or something. It does bind people, I think, and definitely gives voice to people that wouldn't traditionally have the means to have a voice. It was the impetus of the movie, was just wanting to explore that, wanting to talk about anxiety and portray anxiety the way I felt it in my life, which was that it sort of tends to graft itself onto very banal circumstances. I think a big problem with anxiety is that it feels so pathetic to the people feeling it. You know, you're going like, why am I freaking out? I'm in line at the grocery store. Why am I freaking out? I'm at a dinner with 7 people making small talk. So the movie doesn't have to elevate itself to like the type of plots that normally movies have to justify themselves, because it's about how anxiety sort of elevates the regular boring stuff of life into what feel like sort of life and death situations.
That feeling of not being seen, I mean, that applies to people with anxiety, but also people in the community. And like, yeah, I mean, I think most people can relate to aspects of the film, but especially people who have had to like deal with that kind of thing and coming out and, you know, having stuff to like, not hide, but just be uncomfortable with, perhaps, even though there's nothing wrong with it, but you still have those feelings.
Realize that like the struggles that you're facing are avenues for strength, and it's incredible to be able to, hopefully times will get better, but if they don't, maybe try to find strength in the fact that you are getting through something difficult. And sort of the most put together and strong adults I know are ones that went through really, really tough times. And it's not fair what you're going through. It's not fair you're being treated that way, but sometimes out of unfairness can come like a real resilience and strength that you wouldn't have had otherwise.
Hi, my name is Elsie Fisher.
My name is Burnham.
It gets better.
It gets better.